Hey, good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Top stories in just a moment, but first, let's check in with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Alexa Bianco. Alexa, we're not dealing with any storms or heavy rain like we did yesterday, but that heat and humidity once again back.
Yes, we're still in a weather alert for the heat, though. Not any thunderstorms or rain right now, but taking a look at traffic, things moving along pretty swiftly. You might see a little bit of afternoon traffic since it is, close to 4 o'clock. But other than that, weather-wise, not ruining anyone's traffic plans at the moment. Also taking a look at weather conditions. So that heat advisory is in effect till Thursday evening around 7 o'clock for all of Pioneer Valley and some parts of the Berkshire County as well, too. But the heat and humidity is going to be pretty high out there for the next couple of days. Temperatures right now still pretty high, 90 in Springfield, 89 in Westfield, 88 in Northampton, 88 in Orange. So pretty warm out there. So make sure you're staying hydrated and staying cool. Clouds and radar, we're in the clear now. We might see an isolated pop-up drizzle shower, but we're staying mostly dry for the next couple of days at least. A little bit of drizzle though because the humidity is possible, but we'll show you the rest of it with the skycast coming up.
Officials continue to investigate the cause of a fire at a Fall River assisted living facility Sunday night that killed 9 people and critically injured dozens more. Several of the people killed were identified Monday. They range in age from 64 to 86. The fire broke out around 9:30 Sunday night at the Gabriel House assisted living residence, which houses nearly 70 people. More than 70 people had been taken to local hospitals. Fire officials are still investigating the origin and the cause of that fire, but they did not say that it was suspicious. The Post Commission held a closed-door hearing today on the case of Robert Devine, a former Stoughton police officer accused of sexually grooming Sandra Birchmore in the years before her death. Birchmore joined the Stoughton Police Explorers program in 2010 when she was 12 and attended until sometime in 2016. During that time, it's alleged that 4 officers, including Devine, had an inappropriate relationship with Birchmore. She was allegedly killed by one of those officers, Matthew Farwell, in 2021 after she became pregnant. Devine resigned from Stoughton Police in 2022. He has not yet been decertified, which would bar him from returning to police work in Massachusetts. Inflation picked up again in June. It comes after President Trump's tariffs begin to slowly work their way through the U.S. economy. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports last month's consumer price index increased 0.3%, putting the 12-month inflation rate at 2.7%. That is in line with expectations despite the annual rate being its highest since February. While the evidence in June was mixed on how much influence tariffs had over prices, there were signs that the duties are having an impact. Apparel and home furnishing prices rose. Vehicle prices actually fell. A new study finds no link between aluminum in vaccines and autism. Aluminum in childhood vaccines has long been a target of vaccine skeptics who blame the ingredient for a number of health concerns. But the study of more than 1 million people found no link and an increased risk of 50 chronic conditions, including autoimmune diseases, allergies, and autism. In the U.S., aluminum salts are used in the vaccine for tetanus, pneumonia, HPV, and hepatitis B. Back now with meteorologist Alexa Bianco. Heat continues. We could see a pop-up shower.
Yes, we're seeing one right now, potentially around 4 o'clock in Springfield, but it's not a washout. We're just seeing a little bit of drizzle in some areas, and that can happen especially with the heat. The heat and humidity can create that little bit of rainfall. But other than that, we're staying mostly dry heading through the rest of the afternoon. After that, heading into the evening hours, partly sunny, partly clear conditions heading to the overnight hours. And then we do see a little bit of clouds rolling around 7 a.m. Wednesday, but we're still seeing lots of sunshine throughout the day. A little bit of drizzle here and there, but not going to ruin anyone's plans. If you have to be outside, you don't have to worry about that. But the drizzle might be a little bit refreshing with that heat and humidity though, so you might want a little bit of drizzle outside tomorrow. But heading to the rest of the afternoon, we're still mostly clear and mostly dry, and we'll show you the rest coming up at 22 News at 5.
Well, the Big E has announced the final act added to the lineup for this year's fair. TLC will take the stage at the Big E Arena alongside Big Boy on Friday, September 19th. With hit songs like Creep and Waterfalls, TLC is the best-selling American girl group of all time. with more than 85 million records sold around the world. Big Boy got his start as one half of the legendary duo Outkast before launching his solo career in 2010. Tickets for the concert go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. The Big E opens for its 17-day run on September 12th. Major League Baseball is testing automated ball strike systems for the first time in the All-Star game this summer. That game is tonight. The league has been experimenting with the system in the minor leagues since 2019. Each team gets 2 challenges and retains the challenge if it is successful. The use of ABS in the All-Star game is another opportunity for MLB to test the technology as it weighs whether to implement it for next season. Commissioner Rob Manfred said he intends to make an ABS proposal at the league's competition committee meeting later this year. Well, most of us know the card game Uno, and over the weekend rumors swirled of it being greenlit for gambling in Nevada. It started when Mattel announced the opening of an Uno social club at the Palms. It's a themed hotel suite. That's where confusion started. DraftKings posted on social media that Uno was being added as a table game. That's not true. Uno released a statement on its social media today that reads in part, "We hate to be the bearers of bad news, but the casino floor is not ready for us yet. Stay wild, the Uno team." Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5, the city of Holyoke is deciding what to do with over $1 million in opioid settlement funds. We explain their plans for a community needs assessment. Plus, micro businesses are taking off in West Springfield, how they're being recognized by the state for their impact on the local economy. And we have an update from the State House in Boston, where lawmakers will vote on legislation that would shield reproductive and transgender care from out-of-state legal action. Alexa.
Yes, taking a look at traffic right now, it's moving along pretty swiftly, going on up the Pioneer Valley. Not too much of bumper to bumper. You might see a little bit of bumper to bumper with that regular afternoon traffic coming home from work especially, but other than that, weather conditions are looking pretty promising. You can always see the latest traffic on the Mass 511 page and on the Twinner account.
Updates anytime at wwlp.com, the free 22 News app, and you can always watch us on 22 News Plus. We'll see you tonight starting at 5.